which is going back to the government representation side. So you might be able to notice we are trying to have intergenerational discussion with both youth and public sector representatives. So our last panelist speaker that I have the pleasure to introduce is Dr. Sanju Paneran, who is a representative from the Social Development Department at the Ministry of Budget and National Planning of Nigeria. And I hope I got that all correct, but of course you can also elaborate. Our question for you is that you have been very key as part of Nigeria's Food Systems Committee under the national convener, and we would love if you can elaborate the steps taken in order to ensure the meaningful youth engagement throughout the Food Systems Summit process, and what can other countries and governments learn from the work that you have done? Improvement that you foresee to enhance the co-leadership of youth transform the agri-food systems in the local level.
Yeah, again, thank you so much, Lana, and thank you very much for asking this question, because the key recommendations that came out from the SDG to Youth Assembly during the World Food Forum 2023 flagship event are very logical and comprehensive. That's why I believe that everyone attending this session would love to know. So the very first outcome is about legislative changes and inclusive regulations that focuses on the result-driven youth advocacy to build such regulations that includes youth and marginalized communities, and as well as other legislative changes to address food security, including diverse perspective. The second outcome highlights promoting economic awards and recognitions for the motivations and commitment given by youth for the SDG2 initiative at the ground level, at the local
climate ambassadors, so where we involve many people from the general public, but there's a special side for young people also, because we want to make sure that what we need to do to reduce our emissions is well communicated, and so we also look at young people that are active in this sector already. We have been pushing for something like exchanges of young farmers between the EU and other countries, European institutions, as of course trainees that we have everywhere. But we have also programs where they not only stay trainees, but they have a perspective actually be hired after a certain amount of time and lots of training, and then participate in the same work. We have youth parliaments, also at the EU level, and their output is not just set aside, but we look at what has been produced there to get a better view on what young people want. Then, of course, in the different countries, you have, for example, now with the upcoming EU elections, very young candidates that are being put forward. I can give as an example my own country I come from, Austria, where the Green Party has put forward a 23-year-old as the main candidate, and you see that a lot more often. But yes, in general, it's our role to make sure that you have a mix of experience and young people working together to have the different generations. Yeah.
Experience and knowledge sharing among our youth within the same within from different locations. I mean, especially the youth of the South. When we do that, for the South, the North South, we can also see what they can do too. And already, we are talking about developing countries. It is mostly the developing countries that need the achievement of SDGs Goal 2 most. And if we want to achieve SDG Goal 2, our youth they are critical and they are key, because we cannot just underestimate what their performance will be and their potentials in the scheme of things. So that's just what I want to emphasize. That's why then that will also encourage networking. They will be able to network among themselves. Somebody you discuss with, you engage with, or you meet with in a particular
works is
for achieving SDG 2 is like create a global youth portal to establish a user-friendly only portal dedicated to the SDG 2 and zero hunger leaderships, serving as a comprehensive resource hub for youth, include toolkits, research papers, academics, funding opportunities.
I know that our time is fast spent, but I just want to say that we should appreciate the fact that our youth are energetic, and then they also need training and mentoring, and then recognition. For instance, Nigeria, where we are doing monitoring of food implementation, we make sure that our youth take the lead. So I just want to encourage globally, whatever they need to do to sustain them, because they are the one that can sustain food system transformation pathways and achievement of SDG 2. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the punchy remarks. We are